Hey everybody, JB back with you once again for another episode of Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We are currently on part 3 of the case, doing our investigation here, and we have finally gained access to the crime scene area here of the hotel, so let's go ahead and start looking around. I'm going to go over to Viola Hall. And we'll probably make our way over to the rooms here next, but let's see what's here. Looks like we're the only ones here. And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Yeah, last time we found out more information about the person who seems to be the mastermind behind everything, this Shelly the Killer who kidnapped Maya. Apparently he is a known assassin for hire who has been disguising himself, it would seem, as several different people here. Oh, Lada's here. Hey, city boy! Lada, you're still here. Wrecking course. Investigative photographer eats her stars on her ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. Well, you would have loved to have been here when we were investigating the second case of the very first game. You know, like something's always about to happen. But, do you have a camera? Rec given. A photographer's got to have cameras out the year like corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feet in the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? Besides, we weren't the one who even stole it. Well, let's go ahead and present it. What do you... Oh. Apparently we can't actually give her camera back. I guess we have to select the conversation option there. I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You're really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lada, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but... Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around. Got a few autographs. Shook a few hands. Had a soda pop with a few of them, too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either. So it sounds like the perfect moment for the killer to show up. I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. Yeah, but I have a pretty good idea. So about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah, can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about On Guard shoving his manager lady on the Corrida? Yeah. Ah, well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What do you mean by On Guard shoving his manager lady on the Corrida? I thought she did that on her own. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. So, basically how tabloids get written, right? Whatever came to mind? Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bull-dooders. Hey, what's with ya? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Hey, and why do you look like you suddenly got older, too? Or am I just shrinking here? Ah, my baby! My $1,600 baby! What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that red-coat's friend, ain't ya? So put in a few good words for me and get me back my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee you'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Yeah, I'm wondering that myself. Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, you kind of are a walking tabloid, come to think of it. Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you too there, little one. Keep Keep up the good work, okay? Okay. Don't be picky about your food now. Okay. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. Does she have homework? And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me, you hear? Would you please just leave already? Alright, well, she's gone. So we can go inside Corrida's room, but not Matt's room. So let's see what we have here. Mr. Nick! What is that otherworldly, ghastly moaning? I hate evil ghosts. Wah! I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon. Excuse me? Watch who you're calling a demon brat. Ah! Zoinks! It's the alien! Who are you calling an alien? Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag. What are you doing here? What's wrong with youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects to my poor Juan, and you're disturbing me. Yeah, I kind of figured she would try sneaking in here at some point. Should have seen it coming today. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. Wait, I'm not doing Lana's voice. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face. With that imbecilic look on her face. Okay, got it. Now, hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. And whose fault is that? Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. Minding your own business, sure, that'll be the day. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. But you would have loved to have stood around here the whole night, right? I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corrida. He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts in my book. But I heard that he was lagging behind the polls against Mr. On Guard. Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. Sure. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big, and certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick! What is it, Pearls? The presents, they're all bears, right? She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. I mean, I can see a few things, but I don't think they're presents. Let's talk about that. All of Mr. Corrida's presents from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of Juan without thinking about bears. Bears? Why bears? You don't know, when my dear Juan was training, he fought bare-handed with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. That sounds really hard to believe. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out, down by a river going, "Hey, you sure can fight. You too, bub, you too." Did all that really happen? Yeah, that's my question. It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. And who wrote that biography? You? So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. Whoa! I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. Well, what is that infernal racket? It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime. Irk, that startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second. 8 p.m.? That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Uh-oh. The transceiver! Hopefully it's nothing terrible. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya! How's Maya? You haven't hurt her, have you? It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. Uh-oh. I have heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good. Well, it kinda did us some good. No! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! One more day, please. All I ask for is one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time. Please. Uh-oh, I don't like this. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Why do you need this acquittal so badly? Please, please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. It's then a little... What is with this static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems bad. Connect. Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break? So, excuse me. What happened? I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static. Ah, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? Something tells me that the signal was what broke. I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. Or maybe it was the transceiver. The sooner the better. Alright, well, you're not an electronics expert, I don't think. Let's go... What should we do next? I don't think there's really anything else for here to look at. Unless we need to present her with something, but... I have a feeling that the bear thing was what we needed there. Because the bear saying the time feels like the thinker from the very first game. Somehow I have a feeling that that's going to come in handy. Alright, so who's an electronics expert? Do we have anybody new here? Nope. What about the detention center? Nope, no one there. Well... Oh! We have something new here. That's exciting. Hey, welcome back, pal! I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice. Thanks. A rich man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oops, looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. You've gotta be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up. No, that's Von Karma who whips things up. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. Well, let's go, oh, apparently nothing there. But maybe we can ask about this. A transceiver. Oh, Mr. Nick! You should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. I wouldn't have pegged Gumshoe as an electronics expert. What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal. When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. It sounded a little worse than that. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh? Maybe it fixed itself? I still think it was the signal. That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? Well, we did see, right outside Maya's wine cellar area, that there was a satellite dish, so I'm wondering if maybe that has something to do with it. Well, we can talk to him about electromagnetic interference. So what is electromagnetic interference? It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. The stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? I feel like that's something that's a little outdated compared to when this game came out. Huh? Computer? It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird. Oh, yes, the TV does do that. So that's what you're talking about. She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. So the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened, there's got to be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Ooh, so maybe it's the other way around. It's something that's in Corrida's room. Something like, like a listening device or something. Uh-oh. Ah! Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened? We were in Mr. Corrida's room, the scene of the murder! What? That's it! I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper! I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, pal? Oh, wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time! I'm on fire, pal! My fingers are itching to go! Yeah! Well, he's awfully excited. We should be going too, Mr. Nick. Alright, let's go. Well, let's go back over to... can we do anything here? Okay, Edgeworth isn't here. So let's go to the hotel. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know why, but that song never gets old. Alright, let's see what we've got going on here. Despite the fact that it's nighttime, it looks awfully bright in here. Hey, you're finally here, pal. Yeah, we took a detour to the clinic down the street. Sorry to keep you waiting. Do you have the, bug sweeper? Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. Then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. Do you think maybe we could do that? What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's. Wow, so this is a bug sweeper. It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh? By who? Me, of course. Ah, seeing this sure brings back memories. Great, so we're dealing with an amateur bug sweeper. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little beat up. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. Your heart and soul? It'll work. Trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity, so it's gonna beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves. But isn't it better that way? Oh ho 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 ho. Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. This kind of reminds me of when Gumshoe gave us, like, the dog and the metal detector and all that stuff in the last game. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal. So we're going to find it, right? Right, now first, let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough looky-see, pal. The sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal it's picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press Enter to lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that's going to give you off radio waves, so let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to go stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, pal? Alright. Oh, what is this? Lamp, check. Listening device, no. There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick? Yeah. And they're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Or, you shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful? Ah, yeah. I'll be more conscientious from now on. Sorry. Okay, well, the TV is kind of an obvious one. I don't really think the listening device is in the TV of all places. Looks like the TV was left on and it's now showing an old samurai movie. Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies, as well as domestic ones. You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English. Yeah. When I grow up, I want to study Japanese. I should probably keep my mouth shut here and not destroy her dream. I wonder what that said in the original Japanese game. Okay, well, radio is kind of obvious. I'll go ahead and see what he says here. The radio's on and playing something. Oh, it's Kids Question Corner.
Professor, Professor, why is the Earth round? Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick?
Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? Okay. There's a phone here. There doesn't seem to be anything giving off radio waves there, Mr. Nick. Okay. So that's not it. Okay, here we go. A cell phone. Nope, no bugs in here.
A cell phone?
Well, what? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is.
I'm sorry, I've never seen one before.
Now that she mentions it, my cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Corrida Village. And Pearls has never lived outside of that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. That is true. I have a feeling that the suspicious listening device is in one of those bears on the other side. Nope. Nothing there. Okay, what's here?
This is a refrigerator, right?
I really don't think the listening device is in something like this.
Because it's filled with nothing but healthy vegetable juices, right?
Yeah, sure. What does that have to do with listening devices? Okay, well, the computer seems like something that would just be brimming with waves that are pulsating, I guess. Not pulsating, you know what I mean. There's no listening device in that notebook computer, huh?
What's a notebook computer?
Do you know what a notebook is?
Yes, it's a small book with paper that you can write on. So?
Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop.
Mr. Nick, what's a laptop?
Pearl, you've got a lot to learn. There's some remote here. It's a TV's remote control, but it doesn't look like the listening device is in here.
So I was thinking, I wonder if a TV remote works on other things, like, could I make you change your expressions like TV channels? Zap!
Hey! But if I could... Ooh, the people I would give the old mute button to. Well, I don't think it's going to work on me. Why don't we try it on Maya tomorrow, okay? Or Miss Oldbag. That would be nice. Okay. Okay. Nothing down there. And here we have a dryer. Nothing unusual here, I think.
A dryer? Oh, if you use it next to a TV, it will make the screen look all weird, right?
Yeah.
And when that happens, it's called electromagnetic interference, right?
Hey, good memory, Pearls.
I will never forget it for the rest of my life.
Well, good for you. Is it this bear? Ooh. It is the bear that we saw earlier. Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock.
What's wrong? Why do you look troubled?
I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It just sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago. Are you talking about the thinker? Oh. Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. Oh. Okay, so it isn't in there.
Wow, there's a really delicious loaf of bread in here.
Looks like it's been on keep warm all this time since the murder.
Well, Mr. Scruffy Detective always says, got to keep the trail and crime scene warm.
I think the keep warm in that case is a little more metaphorical. So we already looked at that bear. Is it one of these bears? Oh!
This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean.
No, not yet, but this bear's eye is...
Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Yeah, perfectly normal. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we got.
No, you can't! Such a violent act! Oomph! No!
Aha! It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. A what-a-what-emitter? A transmitter, pal.
Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff?
Well, let's talk about that. So this tiny thing is a camera? Yup, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small, high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. Well, yeah. Is there a different kind of camera? I mean, I guess there's like still image cameras, but it runs on a battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. This is only the camera part here, pal. Yeah, imagine it saves the video to that storage device and maybe sends it out somewhere. A tape recorder with the tape inside it is somewhere else.
Somewhere else?
Footage is changed into radio waves and then it's sent to that recorder.
So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it?
Hey, you know, you're right. Spy camera added to the court record. Set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. for 1 hour. Was running at time of murder. Ooh, so we can actually maybe see what happened. So, what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends the footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it.
You can set it for a certain time?
Yep. Let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour. 8 p.m.? That was the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess. Is it recording right now?
Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here?
I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder.
Then maybe
this camera caught the murder on tape. Okay, good. I'm glad they finally realized it. What? And if you think about the angle the bear's at, it's bound to have had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. Transmitter added to the court record. Changes the footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmits the data.
So there was a camera in this bear's eye.
And it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Corrida this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there has got a video of what happened here that night.
Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is?
It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's nowhere way to find out.
Oh.
Is there really no way to find out? Stuffed bear added to the court record. The spy camera was set in its right eye, found in the victim's room. I got it! What? Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you gonna do? I'm going to go around to the electronics shops and see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Alright, spy camera and transmitter given to Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! I'm glad he's still excited.
He's gone.
Yeah.
But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake.
It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right? Ah! You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now. How's it going, Edgeworth? Edgeworth, what are you doing here? A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward, one step at a time. I see. Thanks. But don't thank me yet. We still have to find her. So there was a spy camera hidden inside this stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl?
I have no idea.
Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade, and only a small number of them are exported here. What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrained Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is.
Can you really do that? Mr. Nick, can you really?
Well, I guess so. It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. Stuffed bear snatched up by Edgeworth. See you soon, right? Well, the bear is still there. Wait! What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, right, until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? No, I don't think it was Adrian Andrews. To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth. Juan Corrida's real killer. Miss Andrews' past. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal for Mr. On Guard. And this card. Shelley the Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. To be continued. So I'm curious to know where this is going to pick up. Is it going to be like an overnight thing? Are we going to do some stuff before the trial tomorrow morning? Like really early in the morning? Well, let's keep going for now. Oh, we're just picking right back up here. Okay. So, we're still in Corrida's hotel room. It's 9:14 p.m., and the bear is still in the artwork, which is weird.
It's past 9 o'clock p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya.
These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay.
You're right.
Alright. Can we talk? Okay, yeah, we can. So the real person who killed Mr. Corrida was...
an assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client?
You mean, who asked for the murder?
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood, but whoever this client is, they're still a killer.
Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
Matt On Guard himself?
If Mr. On Guard really did hire the assassin,
then he is not innocent at all. Far from it, he would be guilty of the crime.
But it can't be Mr. On Guard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him...
Mr. On Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida? Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corrida, okay? I didn't see any psyche walks at that time. Actually, that reminds me.
Did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. Well, let's talk about something interesting.
So what is this interesting thing?
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year, and if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
Mr. On Guard's secret? What is the secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corrida was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. On Guard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corrida silence. That's what it looks like, at least. Which means we have to meet with Mr. On Guard. There's no way around it now. Alright, well, let's see if we can find Mr. On Guard. We couldn't find him in the detention center earlier today.
Wow, it's getting really late, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it's past 9 o'clock p.m. already. We still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of this secret Mr. Corrida held about Mr. On Guard, and Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center?
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. Alright. Oh, it's Miss Oldbag. And not Miss Oldbag. Hey, wait! Was it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Just like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo, so... Edgeworth. And he said... If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you! Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. Indeed. This is absolutely top secret, so you'd better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents. What? No way! Very interesting. I'm sure it was, you know, it was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting.
Scandalous? What's that?
It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Corrida. I'll let you in on another secret, young'un. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. I don't know if I believe that. She doesn't seem like the type of person to import a super expensive bear from overseas. Spying on people by herself. As if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too! Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good! But I didn't say anything. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know? That manager woman Juan had. She has a name, you know. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Wait a minute. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impacts, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean to Mr. Corrida? Ah, really, you young kids today don't know anything, do ya? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. Oh, that sounds suspicious. 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the... Well, this is sounding more and more suspicious.
Why would Miss Impacts want to kill herself? She was going to get married!
Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What?
But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right?
They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. Okay, so... dubious as far as is it true.
But why? Why did he do that?
That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager Celeste killed herself. How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
Indeed. I'm kind of curious now. Can we present, Celeste? Okay, never mind. Can we present this? Nope. Alright, I'm gonna guess that we're done here. Actually, let's present Juan. Can we present Juan? Yeah, he's right here. Nope. Okay. Alright, let's go and move. Oh, we got a new thing here, too. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Well, let's go, I guess, over here. And my window went inactive again. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronic stores.
Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner.
It looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe is doing for us.
Mr. Nick? Yes? Where's the lettuce?
I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before.
Oh, I guess I have to give up on making a salad and then...
Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. We could make a fruit salad. Okay, so we've already talked about all that. Let's go to the detention center. Is Matt here? Visiting hours ended a few hours ago. Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk with Mr. On Guard tonight.
But isn't what we have to ask very important?
Yeah, but I don't think that matters to the guard. Now let's go over here, I guess? I haven't been here yet.
It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. On Guard's lawyer, right? Ah, yes, sir. Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. Really? A decisive witness? You mean for the On Guard case? We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go.
What?
I've already called them so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's good news. We can go back there.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go talk to your heart's content. Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. Okay, that doesn't sound very promising. Guess we're gonna go back here. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. On Guard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Let's start with Matt first. We'll just go in order. So I guess this is how they're handling both of them being here.
Dude, it's Mr. Wright. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you.
I hope so too. Right now, things are looking really suspicious on your end right now, man. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Corrida was killed by an assassin and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt On Guard. What's wrong? Mr. On Guard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. Alright. Let's talk about both of these things. About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is? Please? Oh, there we go. Oh my. 5 psyche walks. I knew this was coming.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
Psyche walks. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is, do you, dude? Well, apparently it exists, so we're gonna have to get to the bottom of it. Did you know about Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know of any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corrida. Her mentor was Mr. Corrida's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste's Impacts' suicide note from him. Celeste, does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat. You were quick to change the subject there.
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a kind of pea like green peas?
Let's go eat one later, okay? Alright, I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? That's rather odd. Mr. On Guard, are you connected to Miss Impacts' suicide in some way? I'm beginning to wonder. Can we talk to him about Miss Impacts? Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Mr. On Guard? Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I have to tell you anything and everything. Oh. What do you mean by that? It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude. Okay. I don't get it. Why would she want to frame me? I mean, I've never done anything to her, dude. Mr. On Guard sounds pretty sincere and he seems trustworthy. So I have to find out what Miss Andrews' real intentions are. Okay, so this is, I think this is the generic answer. So the thing with Celeste was a special thing. That's interesting. Like that response that he gave us. Can I, like... How do I switch to Adrian? Do I have to go back here and then... Oh, we got a new thing here. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Mr. Powers. Mr. Powers! What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial.
So you're the witness? So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers?
I was talking with a detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home, when all of a sudden, you there, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here.
Oh.
They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something.
Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious.
I'm just a normal guy in an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime?
Alright, I think next time we're going to continue on with this conversation. And we will talk with Will about everything that's going on, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of Matt's psyche walks and what's really going on there. And hopefully we can find out who the real killer, or at least the one behind Shelly the killer, is. But we'll do that next time. So until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.